Guys, welcome back to the channel. As some of you have known, I've been hanging around platinum number 98, 99 for a while now, and it was coming up to the big 100, the centenary. And obviously milestones are quite a big thing in trophy hunting, and I've never been very strict about it. In the past, the one milestone I was very particular about was number 50, and I chose Batman Arkham Knight for that, and I really liked it, really enjoyed it. But many months ago, maybe when I was around Platinum 85 or so, I thought the dream 100 Platinum would be Red Dead Redemption 2, but as much as I've put in a lot of work into the game, literally over, I think, 230 hours now, I've done most of the trophies. There's still quite a lot to do, and I thought to myself, I don't really want to spend 6 months hunting robins and peacocks and animals. It will just kind of slow everything down and take ages. And that's just a game I can just chip away at, hopefully, in the future. And then I got stuck and I didn't know what to do for the 100th. So I was thinking about maybe Metal Gear Solid 1, because that's been remastered or ported now onto the PS5. And it's one of my all-time favorite games. I strongly thought about Resident Evil 4 on the PS4, which I always wanted to do. I've already done it on the PS5, but I thought PS4 Platinum would be nice. But then I thought I've already done it, and doing a game again for the 100th Platinum is maybe not fitting. Again, you know, it was a conflict, because part of me is like, I want to do a good milestone, and part of me is like, I just want to keep trophy hunting and crack on, and it was kind of stalling everything. So then for 99, I did Jedi Survivor, which I had for ages and didn't play because it had loads of issues and glitches. So I waited for the patches and ended up playing it a year later and I enjoyed it. It's a good platinum. And then while I was stuck on, again, deciding what to do for 100, I was stuck between Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 4, something completely different. I just didn't know. I thought, you know what? I want to just right now play a game and enjoy myself and just have fun, irregardless of trophies and platinum. So I looked at my shelf behind me and I thought to myself, you know, what haven't I played that's due a play? And I decided to pick up this bad boy. Yes, God of War Ragnarok. See if we can try and get it in focus. God of War Ragnarok, which I'd heard great things about. I deliberately avoided reviews. I didn't want any spoilers or anything or anyone else's opinions to affect me. One of my close friends actually, the week of launch, my good friend took a week off work and just dedicated himself to God of War Ragnarok, which was so impressive. Shout out to you, Mike. And I remember seeing him on the PS app every day online. He treated it like a job. Like, he was online 8:30 playing this game, took a lunch break, carried on playing it in the afternoon through to the evening. And he loved it. And I remember another guy at work told me how amazing it is and I must play it ASAP. So I thought, you know what? Let's just play this. And as you all know, I can't platinum God of War 2018, or I have not platinum 2018. I struggle with those damn Valkyries. Oh! And Niflheim with the mist, goodness me. Anyway, so I thought, this is a game I probably won't platinum. Let's just go for this one. And first and foremost, I gotta say, this is an outstanding game. God of War Ragnarok is definitely one of the best games I've played in the last 10 odd years. It's phenomenal. It's like a total great Hollywood blockbuster. Parts of it felt like Avengers Endgame, and those who've played it will know what I mean and what I'm referring to. There will be spoilers in this, so if you haven't played it, maybe turn the video on mute, but keep letting it play, so it's good for the YouTube analytics, good for the channel. But yeah, turn me on mute or turn away. But so I started playing this, and it's really improved upon 2018. The graphics are really nice, really good. The gameplay is very similar, but maybe a bit smoother or something. I don't know. I took to it quite well. And the amount of content you get is just immense. I spent, in the end, I think 52 hours in this entire game, according to my save file. And I was playing it, and I remember thinking, I'm not going to platinum this, but I'm going to give it the best chance possible. So I took it very seriously. I kind of collected everything as much as possible to get all the loot, to build the best armor and builds, etc., and the weapons. I kept upgrading my armor. I took it very seriously. I like analyzed all the stats. And I was like, I'm not good at this, so I need more runic maybe, or help more cooldown, etc., etc. I was really on top of it. And what I liked about it is that it's like a semi-open world. It's kind of the style of game that I really like. I like open world, but I've gone a bit off them actually in recent years, and I do like these kind of semi-open linear open worlds that you get in Uncharted 4, you get in Ragnarok, you get it in Jedi Survivor. I really enjoy that. So what I would do was, when I was playing it, I tried to finish as many side missions or favors as much as possible. As I went along, I cleared every area as much as I could. When I got a new upgrade or a new tool or a new weapon, I would go back to all the previous areas and try and remember where I got stopped and I couldn't progress, and then obviously progress those further. I didn't read a trophy list. All I did was go on the top of, I think it was a Power Picks guide, where it makes it clear at the beginning if there's a missable trophy. And that's all I checked, and I saw there's no missables, which I kind of expected. And that was it. I didn't read a trophy guide. I didn't reveal my trophies on the PlayStation itself. I just thought, play the game, see how it goes. And so yeah, I kept playing it. As I was playing through the game, I noticed these gravestones dotted around. I was thinking, this is a bit weird. This looks a bit particular. Why are they gravestones? Eventually, I realized what it was. It was the Berserkers, which is this game's version of the Valkyries in a way. And there's 10 of those boss fights, and there's one Valkyrie. So over the last year and a half, being on Reddit and sometimes seeing YouTube comments, I did know of these Berserkers. So I knew there was about 10 odd Berserkers you have to fight, and there is one Valkyrie. And I thought to myself, well, that'll probably be the end of that. But as it went, I kept playing through the game and started taking down the Berserkers one by one. And I thought it's not too bad. Some of them are actually quite, dare I say, easy. And I was playing on, just to be clear, I was playing on Give Me Balance, the middle difficulty. There's 5 in total. And I was playing on the middle one. I think it's called Give Me Balance. Yeah, it is. There's Give Me Story, Give Me Grace, and then Give Me Balance. And then I think it's No Mercy and Give Me God of War. So I played on the middle one. And yeah, kept playing through it. Really enjoyed it. I thought the story was absolutely brilliant. I think it's one of the best PlayStation exclusives I've played, honestly. And I don't know where it'll rank in my all-time games, but it's probably pretty high. I was really taken aback by how much I like this game, how much I enjoyed the story, and how much I enjoyed doing all the side activity. I presumed in my head that there was a trophy for completing all side missions, which there isn't. So I kind of went about doing as many as I could, kept playing it, and eventually got it down to where it was the last mission. You kind of eventually take on Odin and his forces. And by then, all I had left was 2 more Berserker fights, which you couldn't access until you get to post endgame. And the Valkyrie Queen, which again, you couldn't get until endgame. And I'd done all of the Muspelheim trials and challenges, which I thought would be a problem, but in the end actually turned out to be straightforward. There was one in particular that caused me a lot of problems and a bit of cramping up my fingers, but I got there in the end. And then I finished the story, and in the end, shockingly, my post-game content, the grind, took me, I'd say 2 hours. You know, I'd done so much all the way up that all I had left was to like collect 1 shield, I think, collect 1 relic, defeat the Berserker King, defeat the Valkyrie, and then a nice kind of side trophy relating to a funeral, which again, I have warned you there are spoilers. So yeah, I took on my second last Berserker. That went pretty straightforward, and I thought, this is interesting. I kind of started getting a little bit of confidence. Then I thought, let me get the Valkyrie out the way, because Valkyries just give me nightmares. So me and Freya went through the realm door, went to Muspelheim, I think it was. Yeah, it was. And took on Gina? I don't know, I can't remember how to say her name. But yeah, we took her on, and I beat her first time. You know, it wasn't easy, but I got it through, and I was a bit shocked. I wasn't like on my last bit of health. I had a bit of health left. I was in a good shape, and I thought, okay, got that, popped that gold trophy, and then The only thing that stood in the way of me and my first ever God of War Platinum, and a juicy one in Ragnarok, was fighting this King Berserker, who I have to say was a pain in the backside. So much so, and I won't lie, I'll be open, I've always been quite transparent on the channel, I did have to take down the difficulty a little bit. It was just, I tried it maybe 7 or 8 times, and I just wasn't getting very far. So I had to take it down 1 notch just to help me out just a little bit. Reassessed my gear, reassessed my runics and everything, and Freya's loadout. Went back in and beat the king. And that trophy popping actually felt like the platinum popping, if that makes sense.
My kingdom. Thank you.
Because by then I knew, I was like, this is it. You know, I had to collect 1 more relic. I had to buy 1 more shield. I deliberately left a few easy trophies at the end because I didn't want all this pressure going into one last fight. And then also I thought, if I'm going to pop this platinum, I'd like to do it on a nice story trophy. So I kept that funeral trophy, as I thought that would be the nice last send off and the perfect kind of way to pop the platinum. So yeah, finished the king, got my last shield, which was easy, got the last relic, which confused me because I thought I'd picked it up, but I hadn't. So I had to go back to the same spot that I'd just been in to go pick it up because it was somewhere else. But anyway, that was a small little crisis I had for about 2 minutes. And then yeah, had the last trophy was to I think attend a Viking funeral, I believe it's what it's called, and it's a silver. Went to get that, and then lo and behold, I got my 100th platinum. And after finishing the last mission, the cleanup and everything, like I said, honestly took me 2 hours. I could not believe it. The Jinna fight was 10-15 minutes. The King Berserker took a while, probably took an hour. So yeah, so in the end, I struggled with platinuming God of War 2018, and I was able to eventually get Ragnarok, which I think is considered the easier platinum out of the 2, which I'll go into reasons why. And you know what? It was a nice journey. I wasn't expecting to platinum this game. I didn't really plan for it, and I think that was the best thing, because on Platinum 98 and 99, I was doing too much planning and too much thinking, and in the end, I just played a game. I just wanted to enjoy myself. I don't have as much gaming time as I used to have from years ago, so whenever I get the chance to game, I do want to enjoy myself and escape and relax. And it's almost kind of, the more I think about it now, it's very perfect. It's a PlayStation exclusive. Platinum trophies are obviously exclusive to PlayStation. It's a great game. I'm trying to get platinum in most of the series that I like. So I finally got a God of War game on my list. I know to a lot of you that this is a very straightforward, easy platinum. It wasn't to me. I'd probably, looking back on it, if you play on the normal difficulty, I would probably rate it as at least a 5 out of 10. Maybe goes towards a 6. I don't know, but I'd definitely say it's a 5 out of 10. I think most guides have it at 3 or 4 out of 10, but I would put it at a 5. And I'll be the first to say that I only got this platinum because they had the mid-boss checkpoint option in the accessibility menu, which, if you don't know, is basically if you get a boss to like halfway health and you die, when you restart the checkpoint, or when the game automatically restarts the checkpoint and you go back to the boss battle, the boss is still at halfway health, but you have full health, and you can have full rage as well sometimes if you went into the fight with full rage. if they didn't have that in this game, I wouldn't have platinumed it for sure, because I used it. It came in handy for the King Berserker. I think it came in handy for maybe one other Berserker. Might have been the dude that has like the two sisters with him, which was so annoying. And then even early game, I think there was one boss that really got me. I think it might have been that dragon's head you fight on behalf of Freya. You're with Freya and you're trying to take away her curse. The thing that Odin put on her, that boss, I think, really got my nerves. But all in all, I Googled it recently and I was so curious, because at one point I felt like the game was boss battle after boss battle. And I did all the extra side ones. I even did some boss battles that have nothing to do with trophies, nothing at all. And I Googled it, and apparently there are over 60 boss battles in this game. To my count, I feel like I did at least 40, like comfortably I'm in the 40s. Because there's even bosses I thought that I didn't realize that I've probably forgotten about. So yeah, when I look back on it, it was just kind of turned out to be a perfect 100th platinum. And I didn't really script this video. I just thought I'd have a little ramble. And so I think, yeah, maybe, I don't know, the moral of the story is don't think too much about the platinums. Don't try and plan them too much, particularly milestones. Sometimes things just happen naturally. Like for me, it was just fitting that I think it's become a running joke on the channel, and especially with a lot of you subscribers who chat to me quite often about how, you know, I can't platinum God of War 2018, and all you guys always encourage me, always say to me, dude, you've done harder games on your platinum list. You can definitely do 2018 God of War. Whenever I saw it in the trophy list reviews, I'd always make a comment, make a joke aimed at myself. So yeah, it was really, in the end, it was really fitting, and it's definitely one of my favorite platinums because of the way the game incorporates everything. Nothing feels like a chore. Nothing feels like, oh, now I need to go do this grind. I need to go do this. Everything just feels nice. You want to do all the side missions. You want to do the collectibles. You want to read all the lore. It's fantastic. So in some ways, I'd say it's almost a perfect platinum in that it gets the most out of the game. You get the most bang for your buck. You get to explore every part of the game, fight as many people as possible, figure out loads of puzzles, see loads of great story beats that you might have missed. It's a really great platinum. I would definitely put it in. It's in my top 10 favorite without question, and I'd say it's easily my top 5 proudest platinums for sure. No question about that. So yeah, got my 100th platinum, really happy. And the thing I'm most happy about is now I can just kind of crack on, because I've got a lot of shorter games. I've got a few kind of nice short platforming kind of games that I got ages ago, or I bought ages ago, that I do eventually want to finish so I can delete them off my PlayStation and be done with them. And then there's loads of games I just wanted to get going on. So now that I'm back at 100, which is in a way being back at 0, I can focus on getting more and more platinums, which hopefully I can this summer. So yeah, that was just an update on my 100th platinum. So yeah, and now that I've got my 100th platinum, I'm thinking of kind of what videos I can make, and my thoughts are I might go through I haven't done my PSN profiles trophy list since, I don't know when, maybe, I think it was at the end of the year. I reviewed all of last year's platinums. But I think I might do it again with the whole 100, but break it up into kind of eras of trophy hunting. So I can be like, you know, trophy 1, platinum 1 to 15 was this phase, and then this was this phase. So I might do it a bit differently to how I've done it before to make it more interesting for you guys. And then one video I definitely want to do is use the tier maker and rank all of my 100 platinums, but I just need to decide what the ranking should be called. But that's definitely one I want to do. And then maybe one last video about maybe my top 5 proudest platinums, top 5 favorite platinums, maybe top 5 worst platinums. That could be one. If you guys have any ideas or there's anything you want to see, please let me know in the comments. And thank you for taking part in the recent votes. I did some community votes on God of War 2018 versus Ragnarok, and in the end they were nearly equal. It was like 49% versus 51%. I think in the end, or as of today, I asked what's the easier platinum, and you all voted God of War 2018 beat Ragnarok by like 1 or 2%, which is hilarious because I would have voted the other way, because for me, Ragnarok was the easier platinum and God of War 2018 is definitely harder. So one last note, because this might be a question some of you asked, but after I finished Ragnarok, I had a lot of adrenaline and I loaded up God of War 2018 and I reviewed all my armor. I reviewed everything now with this new God of War knowledge that I had. And I made a few upgrades to my armor, a few upgrades to my pommels and my weapons. And I thought, why not? And I'd left it on the Valkyrie fight in Muspelheim. And I thought, let me give this a go now that I can, now that I've already platinumed God of War Ragnarok. And initiated the fight. And in the end, I got pretty close. I did quite well. I was playing okay. I got her down to, I think, one small health bar left. And I had a resurrection stone. And she still killed me. And I thought, you know what? It is what it is. But at least I finally got my God of War Platinum. So I think now I can leave 2018 to rest and maybe let it go. Maybe delete off my PlayStation. I'll keep the save file just in case one day in the future I want to go back. But yeah. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for taking part in this whole kind of platinum journey and enjoying my platinums and hopefully enjoying yours as well. It's a pleasure making videos for you guys. I hope you enjoy and see you on the next one. Take care, guys.